bid bond. Yep, bid is for 10% of the bid. The bid bond is signed and sealed. Final thing. Yep, and Will assigned his bid, so we're good there, so go ahead and read off their bid. Alright, so Boundary Electric's bid for base bid and the gate replacement is $103,455.00.
108?
103, 103,455.00 is the bid. So, oh, I thought when I did that it was gonna be really high,
Oh, I looked over, I saw it.
so.
So what was your estimate?
So our estimate was 153,550 was the estimate. So we're, I guess, sometimes the FAA will question it too if it's way beneath the estimate, but since we had two essentially competitive bids there, shouldn't be any issue with them, I think, agreeing with the award, so.
Okay.
We will, yeah, I think at this point, really all the commission just needs to say is just take them under advisement if you need to make a motion for anything, or if you don't, you don't, but, we'll take a look at the bids, review them, see if there's any, irregularities,
Yeah.
anything major
See
outstanding
if they
on
left
them.
something out.
Yeah, and, confirm, we'll check the Buy American compliances too, since they see if they need a waiver, or if they're gonna go with the 100% box on it. If they need a waiver, we'll work with them on getting that submitted to the FAA, so.
Okay.
Outside of that, we don't really, we'll prepare an award recommendation then. Bonnerty, I think we'll try to get that prepared here pretty soon. I know I gotta be,
We're not meeting next week,
okay,
so
so it'll be the week after, or are you gonna substitute a day for that, or is it just gonna skip the meeting?
It'll skip, so
Okay,
it'll be not next Friday, but the following Friday.
okay,
is that all right?
And then we can get it on the agenda to proceed, to discuss and approve
Okay.
your recommendation.
what I will do is, we'll
Is
review
that
the
too
bids.
late? Is that,
I don't think it will be, cause the grant, what I'll do, Bob, is I'll go ahead and send, we'll review the bids, and if Boundary Electric, if everything looks good there, we'll recommend them for the award.
Yeah.
I will send the FAA a budget, an as-bid budget, which includes the pavement maintenance as-bid, our engineering as-bid, and then the fence as-bid, and say, okay, here's the grant amount you need to program. They can finish programming the amount of the grant, and then as soon as they get the award recommendation, that'll basically
Very good. So
complete
you
the
kinda
final
work in parallel,
checkbox.
okay.
Yep, and then they'll offer you the grant, so.
excellent.
Generally, they'd like to have the award recommendation up front, but I'm doing it for another sponsor too. I think there was a bid issue there, and I stated
We'll
in
be
the,
in the office Wednesday.
Yeah, if need be, we
Quick.
could get it Wednesday, but technically, it might be better to have it on the Friday agenda. But
Yeah.
honestly, if you need it,
Except
All the bids.
there's no taxpayer dollars being spent. We could just say that you signed the
although
advisement.
there is a match, right? Is there any match to this FFA grant?
10% maybe?
it's they're doing 95% funding, and so it'd be 5% local, but the state, I think when we sent in your state grant application, I think the state match
It's
will
gonna
cover
take up the
probably
match.
most of it, if not all of it. So there won't
Probably
be.
best to do it on a
Yeah.
Friday and on the agenda.
Okay.
And if you can work in parallel, so that's not hanging up, kicking the contractor loose to get going. Unless you really need it sooner.
I'll email Summer over at the FAA.
Yeah.
Jason's our project manager, but just due to the turnover at the FAA and all the staff that's left, he's kind of pulling double duty by being the acting manager, and he's got 7 airports that he's managing. So I think Summer's helping him out with most of that stuff. And yeah, she just said, yeah, if you send it to Jason and just copy me, and I'll keep track of this stuff for
Jason
you.
who?
Garwood.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yep,
Jason.
so he's Yep, so they have him still listed as the program manager for Roundup, but I can send it to Summer and copy Jason or vice versa, then that way at least Summer gets it, I'll let her know, okay, here's the as-bid budget, I guess, let me know Monday, if you absolutely need it signed on Wednesday, I can work with the county, but if they said they don't have a regular meeting until the 11th, right, is when it would be next, since the 4th is a Friday. If she's okay with that, as long as, you know, we're good with the final numbers, and she'll just say, yep, we'll just, we'll program it and just have it ready, and as soon as we get the award rec, you know, on the 11th, we'll do the final check boxes essentially, and then we'll offer the grant.
Okay,
So if she's good with that, we'll plan on the 11th, if she says something to me Monday, we
Let us
really get
know.
it by Wednesday, okay, we'll try to get it turned around then.
okay.
But yeah, looking at it, I forgot what the bid was already for the pavement maintenance, but I think with, I did look at the application, I think we had like 450,000 in federal and, FAA dollars, and like the other
Yeah.
25,000 was local match, and, you know, assuming it was like a $200,000 bid for the maintenance, it may not even have been that high, plus 100 for this, and I think, I know our fees were up around 90, I think, for this one, yeah, we're well underneath that grant application amount. So what they'll do in that case, whatever you don't need to program for the grant, they'll program what you need based upon our bids, and they'll just carry over the rest, so it's available in the future.
All right.
And yeah, we're gonna have some carryover from what it looks like on this,
Yeah.
so, but we're getting your expiring funds spent, so that's a good
Excellent.
thing.
Excellent.
Good, good.
All right,
All good.
appreciate you coming up.
Yeah, I guess any other questions for us? at the
No,
moment?
no, I think you guys are, you're free to make the long track back, the journey. No, this is great, move that, you know, it's great, moving this project along. All right, Mike, do I hear,
I'm thinking about it. I will so move.
to adjourn? I will second that. All in favor? Aye,
Aye.
motion carried, thank you.
Yep.